Alright, today's project is to take this off, but move this up underneath because it just looks ugly sticking out here in the middle of nowhere. So I'll work on it and do video as I do stuff. Drilled out all the rivets. Should be easy to just pop out. Yeah. Should be easy to pop out. Oh, there's one more rivet. It looks like underneath the license plate. Hard to see down there. So I'll have to pull the license plate and get that. It would appear that we have opened a small can of worms. Whoever designed this never intended it for it to fit back through because the steel is too close together. And the wiring in it, when I twist this, sometimes the brake lights will come on. That's not good. So we're going to cut all this out and rewire it and put it back together the right way. I just cut it off. This has a box to do a 4-pin right there. So I'm just going to put a 4-pin connector on this, tuck everything back for the brake controller, because I really don't think we're ever going to be using a trailer big enough to need a brake controller on this little truck. So we'll just convert it to 4-pin, tuck everything up, clean all this up, put everything back together. I'll video some more once that's done, but I will heat shrink the ends and tuck this up and make it pretty. And of course, like everything else in this truck, anytime you work on it, there's dirt, lots and lots of mud. This truck still has mud in places that you didn't even think you could put mud. All right, so had to rewire a whole bunch of stuff. I'll show you what I did here. Put some light on it. This is all the wiring for the brake controller. It's all tucked up and heat shrinked at the end and cleaned up and zip tied. I had to rewire everything to this and went ahead and put 4 pigtails off of here for my 4-pin that I want to put on. Since I don't have one, I just, like I said, just made the 4. I didn't have a white, so I replaced the white with a black. So I'll go get a 4-pin later and hook all this up and then tuck it all up in here on so that we can pull it through when we need it. Now I'm going to put the rest of it back together and see if I can fill that hole in with a piece of aluminum or something where the old hole was. Right. Cleaned it up, repainted in there, covered up the rust spots, just surface rust. So ready to put it all back together, and then I think I'm just going to go buy a rubber grommet, a big rubber grommet, and see if I can fill that in. Maybe use it to push the 4-pin through later on. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hard to see, it's a little dark, but it's all put back together, operative back together, painted up nice and pretty. I will go get some rubber grommets and a 4-pin, and that should be my last video with this little project.